family.
Alright guys, so I saw an early screening of Guardians of the Galaxy. Excuse me. And I gotta be quite honest with you. First off, let me do two things. I'm gonna come out here and say I am not a huge fan of Guardians of the Galaxy. I saw the first one, I thought it was a good movie. Good movie, good concept, not bad. However, I don't think it's the best thing out there. It is one of the best Marvel movies, but it's not the greatest thing on the planet. So my expectation for this movie wasn't very high. However, I'm going by the first movie, so I'm comparing it to the first. I'm not comparing it to no other Marvel movie. I'm comparing it to the first movie. Is it better than the first one? Is it better character-wise, story-wise, action-wise? Excuse me. First things first. It is not better than the first one. It is actually a little bit more disappointing than the first one. This one, the comedy in here was racked up in here like to the fullest. Racked up to the fullest compared to the first. And what I mean racked up is they had more of it than they had in the first one. And it's not a bad thing. Sometimes you can have more comedy, but the problem with the first one, which I enjoyed, the comedy was a balance between the characters, and it wasn't a straight first 40 minutes of comedy. It has a story going on here. This shit ain't had no story going on. It was comedy. Everyone had to stick. Drax had so much fucking comedy going out of his mouth to the point I was like, dude, you didn't talk this goddamn much in the first film. What the fuck are you doing? And I got some problems with him too. Nothing against David Bautista. He did a great job. He was very good. The problem I have with majority of these characters, especially with Drax, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, I'm going to say the MVP of this whole film is Yondu. Yondu, Michael Rooker, did a fantastic job as Yondu. He's the MVP up here. I thought Baby Groot would be MVP. He comes in second, which is kind of weird because Baby Groot's going to sell more money than sell like hotcakes. That's just my opinion. However, yeah, Yondu was MVP of the film. Rocket was kind of a step down compared to the first one, which is weird because Rocket was a beast in the first one to the point where there's a lot more Rocket people. This one is stepped down, and I understand they add new characters like Gamora's sister, which I really don't care for. Still, I thought she was handled better in this film than the first one. That's not saying much. They get into her backstory, and you feel bad for her. And you think Thanos is a dick. We all know Thanos is a dick. It would have been nice to see his ass, but I know he's on his way to Earth. It is what it is on that. Kurt Russell, Star-Lord's dad. I'm just gonna call him Kurt Russell, Star-Lord's dad. I don't give a damn. The story with Star-Lord and his dad, it was cool, but I felt like it was too much. They focused more on that than the other stories. Where in the first film, everybody had their moment to shine, everyone had their story to say, everybody had their moment to do what they needed to do. Again, a lot of people say the first film is about the characters. I thought this film did okay with the characters. I believe in this film, they add too many characters. Now, here's the thing. If they would have added Yondu and not add what's Gamora's sister, I think this would have been fine. I think they add too many characters in here in this film because the characters, we got Drax, Groot, Gamora, Star-Lord, and Rocket. That's the only ones they should have focused on. Of course, and Baby Groot should have been in there anyway. However, but that's just my opinion on it. Now, moving forward from that, let's get to something else. Gamora, I felt in this film she didn't do as much she did in the first film, and that's kind of sucks because she's a great actress. Zoe Saldana is a great actress, and I felt like she should have did more in this film than she did in the first one. Even in the first one, she didn't have that much to do, but she still had an overarching story that made it was like pretty cool to see. Drax didn't do shit. Dave Bautista, his acting has gotten better, and you see that in one scene, but he didn't do shit. If this is a spoiler alert, my bad. He didn't do shit. Drax the fucking Destroyer doesn't do shit. As a matter of fact, I've been having a problem with Drax the Destroyer since the first film. He's not from the comic counterpart. In the comic, this motherfucker is a savage. He is a savage. I read him up because I was like, okay, let's see what he's going to do. He was the one I wanted to see in the first film because that made me want to go see the first film because I heard rumors that they're going to use Drax the Destroyer. I said, okay, cool, great, whatever. Read him up, and the motherfucker is a savage. You hear me, to the point where Thanos himself is scared of this dude. So I saw the film, and Batista's a big dude. So they cast him right, because Batista's a savage. If you ever seen the fucking what's that episode? You see, go watch the episode. You know what? I'm gonna get a clip of him, of Batista in Smallville, and I'm gonna put it somewhere. That is Drax. That is Drax. What you see in Batista when he was playing in Smallville, that character, that Phantom, whatever they call him, that's Drax. That's Drax the fucking Destroyer. However, we didn't get that in the fucking film, so I was like, okay. But in this film, I say in the first one, he did some shit. Not the stuff I was looking for, but he did something. This film, he didn't do a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. I sat there and said to myself, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. You have the man who's supposed to kill Thanos, and I didn't like him in the first one because the way Ronan did the execution to beat him down, I was like, and this is before he had the, whatchamacallit, one of the Infinity Stones. So I was like, whatever. I didn't like it. Now, in the, let's get on to the villains. The villains in here are the gold people, are a non-factor. I did not like Ronan the Executioner in that one. I thought the comic counterpart was not what I saw on the big screen. However, he had a presence. He was a intriguing character. He just was a poorly executed villain. These motherfuckers, they are non-factor. They suck. They fucking suck. I don't need every movie to have a good villain. I don't need every movie to have a crazy Joker type of villain like the Dark Knight. I don't even need a Bane villain from the Dark Knight Rises. I just want a good villain to make a good story. However, Guardians of the Galaxy is another problem. Volume 2, there's no story. I can't even tell you what the fucking film is about. I really can't at the moment. And even if I told you, I'd be spoiling it, and then even if I spoil it, you still be like, huh? Like, that's how weird this film is. It's not a bad film. It's not better than the first. If you ask me which is better, is this better than, is this the best Marvel film to date? No. No, it's not. I will say this, though. It's better than The Dark of the World. It's better than Iron Man 2. It's better than Iron Man 3. However, this film, ladies and gentlemen, is not it's not a good film. I did not enjoy it. It's still not enjoyed as much as the first. How about that? I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one. I'm gonna grade it, and my rating for it, I'll grade it from 1 out of 5, and then I'll give you my score like that. I'm not gonna do 1 out of 10 no more. I'll give you 1 out of 5. If you ask me, and this is how I'll do it, 1 out of 5, it's a 3 out of 5. And 3 out of 5, here's the thing about this. If it's a 4 out of 5, okay, that means it's watchable, it's worth rewatching again, let's say on TV or Netflix or something like that. If it's 5 out of 5, it's worth watching full price and seeing that shit again and again and again. This shit ain't rewatch. If it's 3 out of 5, it ain't worth. If it's not worth rewatching again, it's really not. It's not even rewatch. If it's on TV, then maybe. But even then, you have to watch it if you're bored. That's how I was not really intrigued with this film at all. It wasn't better than the first. The first has a watchable appeal, rewatchable appeal. That's why I gave it a 4 out of 5 before. This one does not. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. And I knew I was going to enjoy it. I was going to probably enjoy it a little bit more because of the characters. But, you know, I'm very disappointed how Marvel's handling Drax the Destroyer. I'm kind of disappointed about how Rocky didn't have that much to do in here. He had some good scenes, but ladies and gentlemen, compared to the first one, you're like, yeah, he could have did more. I did not enjoy how, you know, Gamora, her storyline kind of folded, if you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm a fan of Star-Lord. I thought Chris Pratt did his thing, but still, I thought it was too much on Star-Lord. Compared to the first one, it wasn't about Star-Lord, it was about everybody. This one felt too much on Star-Lord, if you know what I'm saying. However, it is a film. If you were a fan of the first one, then then go watch it. If you're not a fan of the first one, then don't go watch it, because you're not gonna like this one. That's my opinion on it. Again, I give it a 3 out of 5. Not rewatchable for me, maybe rewatchable for you. If you're a fan of the first one, you may like it. Then again, you may not like it. But if you like the first one, I say go watch it. Now, this does do something better than, let's say, a recent movie that came out, the Fate Furies, whatever that bullshit is. This is a family movie. This is, well, what I mean by this, they feel like a family compared to that movie. I don't know what that is. That's a dysfunctional fucking family. This is about a family, and it was good. So I kind of went everywhere in this video. Forgive me. It is what it is. That's my review of Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, a 3 out of 5 for me. Not that enjoyable for me to rewatch again. I have to rewatch it again. Probably, if I have to rewatch it again, someone has to pay me to go see it. It's not. And you probably say, "Oh my God, it's that bad?" No, it's just I'm not going to rush out and go see it again because it doesn't have that. There's no need for me to go rewatch it again because I don't see the purpose. If you like post-credit scene and all that stuff, no credit scenes for no post-credit scene for no Avengers or anything like that. They might have one. I really, honestly, I saw one and I was like, okay, done. But no post-credit scene for the Avengers, stuff like that. And I'm not going to really spoil the rest. There's some good ones here and there, and that's it. Still. As always, guys, like and subscribe. Let me know down below what you guys think. Peace, as always. If you have seen it, comment below, let me know. There won't be I won't do a tongue tie. A spoil one because, the movie still hasn't came out yet. We still got, almost, 2 more weeks? Shit, like a couple of weeks? Well, 1 more week, and then the movie comes out. Even when that movie comes out, I'll probably wait another week to do the spoiler review. Even if you guys want it, let me know down below if you guys want it, and I'll do one for you guys. So, as always, peace, have a good day, and like, subscribe.